hello, my crafty friends. Maggie here. Thank you for joining me. I hope everybody's having a good weekend. For me, this is still Friday afternoon. I'm filming this, and I'm not filming. I'm recording this in advance so that we will. I won't have to do this on Sunday, and on Sunday for Monday, because I can make Monday's video on Saturday. Does that make any sense? I don't know. But anyway, I'm still working on Christmas in July. I'm not making any journals for this. I'm just trying to make some ephemera, and I've been trying to make it in sets of threes, so that I have enough for 3 journals when I do get ready to make them. But I decided just to do 2 of these because I don't know how long it's going to take. I did most of the prep work beforehand because I didn't see any point in you watching me cut up papers and die cutting my frames. If my frames. Hello, my crafty friends. Maggie's here. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're doing Christmas in July again. It still is Friday afternoon for me. I'm filming this in advance for Sunday. Not filming, recording this in advance for Sunday. So I did most of the prep work, and I'm hoping this will go fairly smoothly, but we all know how that can go, especially once you turn the camera on. So let's just get going. What I'm making today is shaker cards. Now, I've made shaker cards before. I haven't made them since the first year that I made junk journals, which was actually in 2023. That's when I started making them, very late 2023. And I did make some shaker cards for those journals, but I really haven't made them since then, except when I did my bee journals last year. I did make like honey jars of jars of honey for the 2 journals that I made, and it seems like I made them for something else in some other shape. But I can't. I'll discover them when I go through those journals to list them. But today I just cut out this simple rectangular frame, kind of as in a stamp shape, if you would. But so we're just going to glue some of this stuff down and see what happens. I did see somebody do this on a video. I don't remember who it was, but before I put this video up, I will find who it was, and I'll link her channel because, as always, I like to give credit where credit is due. So I briefly watched this channel, and then I thought, oh, that looks fairly simple, and in actual fact it is. So let's get this. Like I said, was my prototype. I hadn't made one like this, so I wanted to make sure that I knew what I was doing. So let's put that aside. I've got these 2 little images here. These were saved from last Christmas with my junk journals. I think these came in the night before Christmas kit. I don't remember who the creator was, what Etsy shop, but I used these images last year to make waterfalls with the pull tab. So right now we're going to use them to put in to make these shaker cards. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab a piece of acetate, and I'm going to cut it, well, these are 4, I'm going to cut it, let me see, how big do I want it to be? I think these are 5 by 6. They don't need to be. Well, yeah, maybe I'll just make them 5 by 6 or 4.5 by 6. Um, 4.5 by 5.5 maybe. These little frames are 5 inches. 4.5, that should do. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's good. That's a good. Now this is too small to use for the other one. So I made these 4.5. I made these 4.5. Well, Maggie, what is wrong with you? It's getting close. I guess I made them 4.5 by 4.5. It must be getting time for supper or dinner. I don't. Some people call it tomatoes and some people call it tomatoes. I don't know, because I am feeling hungry. I generally only eat a light breakfast. I think I would skip breakfast altogether, to be honest, because there's not that much that I really care to eat for breakfast, and I get really bored with what I do eat. So if it wasn't for the fact that I only do the one meal, and then I will eat some fruit, like today I've eaten some cherries in between, so that does help a lot. Okay, let's move along here. Maggie, don't get caught up in nonsense. All right, so I'm just going to glue these pieces of acetate down. And I just use my white glue, my liquid glue, but I do try to be careful that I don't get it in the center. I try to stay as far off to the side as I can. Am I recording? Yeah. I looked at the camera and I said, did I push the button all the way? If I didn't, oh no. But I did. I've done that before where I haven't pushed the button all the way and I thought I was recording, and well, what do you think? I wasn't recording. So I just try to put just a very small amount of glue. It's not wanting to come out. Come on. You've been working pretty good today. Come on. Well, I hate to use the bigger bottle because it will squirt a bunch out. I really need to be cautious. See the difference? I just literally just want little drops because it will smush out and then, okay, let's put this on here, just like this, smooth it down. The goal here is just to keep the glue off of the center, but you can wipe it off. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so now we've got our acetate, and these are all the same size I made them. I made them 5 by 6, and this is the red one. So I am going to put the red, because these were just a little shy of the size of the frame that I used. I thought they would be all right, but it was just a little bit too big. But if I would have gone the next size down, it would have been too small. Okay, so I'm going to glue this onto here. And what I intend to do with these is make them into 5 by 6 journaling cards. And believe it or not, I do believe they will make nice journaling cards. Okay. So I just put these together and then kind of went around them with the pencil around the frame so I would know where I was going with everything. And of course, I got this completely off-centered, but It'll be all right, I think. Oh yeah, it'll be fine. Just to have a little bit of red showing, so let me just glue around here. Before I press that down, let me come down a wee bit, Maggie. Gotta turn a wee bit. As long as you don't press this glue down, you know, you can put it on there, but as long as you don't press on it and burnish it, you do have a little bit of wiggle room, a little bit of time to make your adjustments, but you can't be burnishing it at all because it will grab and stick fast. And why I can't get this on here straight, I don't know. These kind of things are what takes me the longest. Now that is nowhere near straight. This is all cockeyed. And it could be an optical illusion too. It could be straight, and because of these polka dots, I'm just not seeing it. Well, that's pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to put this down, and then I'm going to put some of this foam tape down. This will make a little pocket for the shaker bits. And I didn't use this before when I was making these shaker cards, or I what did I use? I think I just used double-sided tape. And then it just, geez, I must have added something else to it. Oh well, this foam tape seems to work really nicely. I already tried it. I tried it on my prototype and I liked the way that it worked a lot. It held, it made a little pocket, and so yeah, I'm just creating a pocket around here with strips of this foam tape. And then we're going to take some of these. I've got all kinds of things here. I've got all of these pretty sequins of all different colors. So pretty, sparkly and pretty. But I've also got, now I will tell you, these things came from Temu when I was shopping on Temu, and these things are very, very reasonable and inexpensive. Now some of these things, other things, I don't remember where things came from, to be honest with you, other than that. But some of these came from Michael's and or Hobby Lobby. I can't be absolutely 100% sure because I don't remember. Well, these have some little shapes. Let's see what we've got here. going to need a Ziploc bag to put these things in, or they're going to get all over the place. Well, I'll do that when I'm done because, okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of this gold. I think this might be that ground up piece of glass. Okay. And these are all sorts of little star, you know, kind of flower shapes really, but they're in the Christmas colors. To find another home for that. Let's see what we got in here. These are a little bit heftier, so they don't have as much room to move around. I don't know what the heck. Oh, there's a bow. Here's a big bright piece. Okay. Now, my friends, we're just going to lift this shaker tape up. This double-sided tape. This is foam tape. I think it's by Scotch brand. I got it on Amazon. Come on, come on. This is why the edges of my fingernails, especially my thumb, are all tore up because I'm using my hands. I say it's the best tool we have. Okay, now where is our, so hopefully we are going to glue this right down and straight. As straight as we can get. And here's our shaker card. Oh, I should have rounded my corner. Oh, you know what else I should have glued? I need to glue these. I missed a little step, but I can fix that. But look how cute that is. And a little bow in there, which doesn't want to move, but there you go. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can get some glue down the edges. I should have glued these together. But I forgot that I was going to do that. But you know, some things are just so easy to fix. I did that side, I didn't do this side. And I did forget to round my corners, but I think when this dries I might be able to still do that. Okay, now this needs to be trimmed up a little bit because I didn't get it perfectly straight, and that's why the picture's crooked, but I like it anyway. I'm certainly not going to toss it aside. I need to trim this. Now this, even though it's lumpy, and I probably should have left that bow out of there because that makes it really lumpy. I am going to put another piece of paper on here, which will be the journaling spot for the journaling card. And that should add some more cushion to it so you could write on it. I don't think the next one I'm going to put one of those big pieces in here. All right, so where's my paper? Oh, up here. I like to use this paper. It's not real heavy paper, but it does make a difference when you put it down. So I know I've got a big mess here now, guys. Oh, dear me. So it's been a quiet day for me. I have just been crafting my little heart out. This will be my second video. Oh, I want to make this a tad smaller. So there's a little bit of a border. Not too much. I'm going to put this on here just like that. I don't normally do this, but it kind of got in places I didn't get it where I wanted it to go. You know that routine. Yeah, this will make a nice journaling card. You can journal on the back of this quite nicely. This is just children's kind of drawing paper. But it's nice. And I like writing on it, and I like backing tags and on journal cards with it. I think that turned out real cute. Now let me try it around the corners. The glue might not be dry enough, but I'm going to try it. Okay, there we go. I really like this. And this doesn't have to be, well, this particular one is Christmas, but what I mean is you can make this and put it in any journal, which I'm sure I will do. Because I really like it. So pretty. All right, so I'm not going to use these guys anymore for this particular one. All right, so let's make the other one. Alright, I think I'm going to glue this down first. This is really thick cardstock. I used it on in the other video that I made with the embossing and the polish. It's quite heavy. Alright, I don't know what the GSM is. I didn't look. doesn't matter. So you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to make life a little bit simpler for myself. Kind of mark where this is supposed to go. See if that might work a little bit better for me. I can erase this if I have to, but it probably won't even be seen. Okay. That's going to go right here like this. Let's see how that is. I think if I get it. All three of my little dogs are up here and they're being so good. They will deserve a special treat later on after dinner. Would you believe I've been watching the reruns of Downton Abbey? I probably watched it all the way through 3 or 4 times. But it was such a well done series. I like the British TV shows. I love, and now the Gilded Age isn't a British show, but I believe the same man, Julian Fellows, had his hand in that one too, and they're both very well done. So I enjoy them both, and the other one that I really love is called The Midwives. And I need to get on there and watch, I get caught up. I've got all the series up to date, but I haven't watched it because I still miss working, and even though I know it's all fake, you know, for TV, they've done it so well that I get very kind of melancholy, if you want to call it that, when I watch it, because I think, oh, I miss the babies and the joy that comes with being there when they're born. And yeah, I miss it. I miss taking care of them. But it's been how many years now since I retired? It's been about 6 years or so. So I'm starting to get better about that. I mean, I know when I retired I did the right thing. My husband was very sick, and my sister also came to live with us, which was a real challenge. Unfortunately, she did pass away when she was way too young. I'm not even sure what got her in the end, but I have a feeling it might have been sepsis. Now that's not straight, but I don't think it'll make any difference in the long and short of it. I'm going to round these corners before I glue all this stuff together. And don't worry, I will clean off my desk. I don't sweep everything into the floor. I do put it into a trash can here that's right beside me. Alright, so let's see what we've got to put in here. I do like those little things that I used, but there's some other pretties here too. I just wish they were packaged a little bit better. This is just doesn't seem the way to package this kind of stuff. Oh. I got those little, I think they're 4 by, I'm not sure what size they are, I shouldn't say, from Amazon, those little Ziploc bags, and I put my, I think I'm just gonna cut it like this and shake some out. I put my ribbon and lace and stuff in those, and I also put stuff like this in them. So do I have, what else do I have in here? I like this one, I'm gonna put this in here. All right. Well, that wasn't too smart. There. All right. So let's glue our top onto this. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. It just blends in with everything. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue here around the perimeter. You know, the tags I made last week when I did Christmas in July, I cannot find them. I know they've got to be right here someplace. And I'm sure I'll find them when I start cleaning this stuff up. But I hate that when I misplace something. Especially something like that. My tags that I want to save to put in journals. Now, if it was just a piece of scrap, or I'm sure they'll turn up. But I wanted to find them today. I wanted to put all these pieces together so that they would be in one pouch or whatever I decide to put them in. One Ziploc bag. I think I put them in a big Ziploc bag, but I don't know where that big Ziploc bag is. But I shall find them. Oh, that's sticky, sticky. Oh, come on, Maggie, get it right. Well, this is just like regular double-sided tape. Once it touches, it's stuck. My hands are kind of shaky, so that's not helping. Come on, you can do this. We tell the babies she can do hard things. Certainly I can get this on here. Okay, now I would further decorate these. I'm not going to do it now, but I would. Oh no, what happened? Oh, for heaven's sakes. I thought I glued my acetate on there. I don't believe this. Oh gosh, how silly of me. I'm gonna have this stuff all over the place. All right, well, I can't tear that off of there for sure. So I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll be right back. I'm gonna pause the camera and I'll be right back. Hi, I'm back. Okay, so what I did was I just got another piece of 6x6 paper and did the best I could to get this and get it lined up, but I didn't get it perfectly lined up. So we're going to need to do some trimming on this one. I used a different piece of paper. So yes, I've had a perfectly lovely day of crafting until everything goes wonky, and then it's not so relaxing anymore. No, I'm only teasing. It's all right. Nothing to get all up in arms about by any stretch of the imagination. So that I trimmed some of that off, and I think it's perfectly fine. Look how cute that is. Alright, so I did round the corners, but that was probably a bad idea until I lined it up. So I put my I just trimmed this off and made it I'm been trimming it to 5 inches, so it's 5 by 6. And then I glued my acetate down on the back of it and put it on top of the other one. So it's one little layer thicker, which this paper is not all that thick to begin with, so it's perfectly all right. Perfectly all right. I may need to glue that a little bit better, but it's still not dry. So, all right, let me put some writing paper on the back of this one. And since this one has Merry Christmas on it, I might not do anything but with this except maybe put some holly leaves on here. Like I said, I'm not going to be decorating it right now. I just want to put these together. And I still need to make a third one, but I may just do that off camera while I have everything out. But I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to cut this one instead of making it small. I'm going to try to make it the same size. Let's see if that works. Oh, I've got all kinds of... I just have such a mess. But when I get off of here, I've got to give my little one some medicine for her cough. Feed the kitty cats. And then try to clean my desk up. I've got all my Christmas stuff. I've got 4 of those 12 by 12 storage bins with all kinds of Christmas things to work with. Let's glue her down. Now I wish I would have made this one the same size, but I'm not going to fret over that either. It's just not worth it, is it, everybody? I can't believe the mess I've got here. Oh, mercy. Oh, well. Okay, so look at me. Goodness gracious. Maggie, I bet this isn't going to cut because it's super thick. I'm just going to go around it with my scissors. All right, so there we go. Two of these nice little, let me move some of this debris out of the way. Put the scissors back. And the pencil. And the glue. Oh dear, excuse me. Sorry about that. I think my critters are getting hungry too. So here we have these two little shaker cards. I don't know if you can see them. I think for the most part they turned out okay. This one's a little whopper-jawed, but not really. Just had to trim it up a bit. So there you are. They're easy to make, really. I think I made it seem more difficult than they are, but they're easy to make. So here we are, guys. All right, so we are at the end of this adventure. I love you guys. If you enjoyed this at all, please leave me a comment, let me know, and subscribe if you haven't. I really would appreciate that so very much. Okay, my grace is sufficient for thee, 2 Corinthians 12:9. Sorry again. Commit thy way unto the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. Psalms 37:5. All right, everyone, I love you, and I appreciate each one of you, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, no matter what time of the day or evening it is. So I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.